Hey, what's up my WoW mustaches, and welcome back to another WoW video. Today we're going to be actually doing my 100 gold making video. Yes, I know I actually put some videos up before, but this will be actually my official 100 gold making video. Was supposed to be a Q&A, but really didn't get that many questions, so basically I'm not going to be able to do a Q&A. Now, I will say too as well, I haven't put a video up ever since last Friday. I do apologize. I actually been moving, so that's a big thing to me. I'm actually going to get back on schedule starting today, and we're actually going to get a lot of videos out in the next coming weeks. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is something I actually took some time to do. Took me about almost 4 hours to do everything, to actually put everything together with the travel time in WoW, and actually, you know, just looking at the stats and so forth. Now, that said, guys, let's get right into the video.
Hold up.
Alright, my mustachians, as you know, I love doing versus series. I love getting you gold guides that, you know, get your raw gold, auction house gold, and so forth. Now, in Legion, gold is amazing, okay? We're not going to deny that. We're going to actually tell you the truth that gold is really, really good to get. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. You can just level up 100 to 110 and you can get almost 20 to 30k, which is not bad for a starting tune. Now, I will say, too, I have a lot of videos coming out that actually help you get that, you know, 110 character and so forth. I got some ideas, so basically stay tuned for that. But let's get right into the video. So basically what I did, I actually took some time to do every single Panda raid on Heroic 5, man. And I actually did every single Cataclysm raid on Heroic 25. Now, the thing is, it's really a change when you're eye level 856 like I am. Now, last week I was 840 something, I think, I forgot what it was. If you actually watched the last video of the basically the Heroic Panda 5, let me know in the comments below and let me know what eye level I was. I was trying to get to eye level 60 this eye level 860 this week to actually do a Heroic 25 Panda raids, but I didn't make it. So basically next week I should be eye level 860 and be able to do Heroic 25 to show y'all how it's done. Now, I will say too as well that this video is going to consist of basically all of the raids, and I'm actually going to go over basically how much gold I made and how long it took for each raid. Now, the thing is, I was wrong about cat dungeons, okay? Cat dungeons are really good, and it's not the best in the world anymore like it was, but they're still worth it, and I'm going to go over that right now, so stay tuned for that. I do apologize for not getting to the point. I know a lot of y'all are like, get to the point, boy! And so basically, let's get into that. Alright, my mustaches, so basically, if you're still here, I want to give you a mustache and say congratulations. And I do want to say too as well, that the raw gold is the main thing of my videos, and to be honest with you, in Legion, raw gold is scarce, okay? You're probably going to say, no, it's not, I can get, no, this really actually not as good as other expansions. Now, the thing is, auction house gold is amazing in Legion, and that's what the thing I want to cover later on in videos. But right now, we're going to cover the raw gold and the auction house gold and the time it took for these two raids. Now, I will say too as well that in Legion, some spaces I found were 500 gold an hour, which is not bad, but it's nothing compared to like Cataclysm and basically this Panda, so forth. And now let's get right into it. So basically the first thing I want to go over is gonna be Panda. Panda was actually really fun. It was actually really easy to do. Throne of Thunder took me about 47 minutes, which was the longest out of all of them. It's because it's long. You got to go through all the stuff. You got to run. And if you're not a fast class like me, DK's not fast at all, you're going to take a little bit of time. But if you're faster, like you may be a hunter or a rogue, you're going to finish this really fast. Now, the thing is that if you do this higher settings like me, I have done it in Heroic 5, you got to be high level because mages and so forth, you know, as we said in the past, as we covered this a lot, you got to have some, you know, basically some survivability, which is something you really need in a lot of these raids in Panda. Now, Throne of Thunder took me 47 minutes, and the auction house gold I got from it was 10,854, which is not bad, and about 1,301 gold. Now, that said, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that good. Now, I want to go over these fast, and it's probably the footage would not go with each dungeon at all. I'm just saying, so basically just stay tuned to the screen. So Hellfire, not Hellfire, I was going to say Hellfire from Warlords, but Heart of Fear actually took me 15 minutes, and the auction house gold was 4,718 gold, and the raw was actually 598 gold. Now, Morgan's Volts took me about 13 minutes. The auction house gold was 1,267, and the raw was 516. Basically the terrace, I think it's called terrace. I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize, but this is the next one. Actually took me 7 minutes, and the auction house gold was 1 gold, and the raw gold was 307. Really bad dungeon to do, even on Heroic. Now, I will say too as well, I did Siege of Orgrimmar, and to be honest, dude, that was really good. If you can do it all, the gold value of Heroic 5 of rerolls is amazing. That's the thing about these dungeons, you want to do rerolls. If you don't do rerolls, you're missing out on gold and stuff like that. Now, the auction house gold was 1,011, and the raw gold was 732, and this was just for the first 3 bosses, I think. I made it up to the invasion, basically, whenever the alliance comes on. That's the point I made it up, because I didn't want to do the rest, because I knew I couldn't do the towers. If for some reason the NPCs get attacked too fast, so I'm just not fast enough. Now, I will say, too, it took me about 1 hour and 52 minutes to receive about 17,851 gold and 3,454 raw gold. All right, my mustaches. So basically, in cat raids, I was very surprised how fast you can do these on Heroic 25 with a value level 856. It's crazy. To be honest with you, I just use Sagrosa or whatever, how you say my DK move. That's a one shot for every single boss, and I'm not kidding, because it resets every time you defeat a boss. And every boss I went against, it was one shot. Or if it wasn't one shot, it had like a few HP left. But seriously, none of them, even some of the mechanic ones that you needed, just not really. It was too easy, okay? So basically, Blackwing Descent, it took 8 minutes to do, and I got a 276 auction house gold, and I also got a raw gold of 1,020. Firelands, I got 8. It took me 18 minutes, and auction house gold was 2,010. Raw gold was 1,515. The Bastion of Twilight took me 10 minutes, and auction house gold was 2,131 gold, and the raw gold was 1,038. A Throne of the Four Winds, which I prefer you not to do unless you want the mount, was actually, auction house gold was 30, and the raw gold was 245. For the time and effort, it's not worth it. Dragon Soul was 28 minutes, which you could probably get done faster, but the scenarios, like the dialogue and everything, you can't skip that. Was actually, the auction house gold was actually 3,238, and the raw gold was 1,634. Now, with a total of 1 hour and 8 minutes compared to 1 hour and 52 minutes from Panda, it beats it in time. And to be honest with you, in auction house gold, it is bad in auction house gold. 7,685, almost a 10,000 difference, which is, I think it is a 10,000 difference, a little bit more than that. And the raw gold for this is 5,452. So basically, more raw gold for cat dungeons and less time, honestly. So about 44 minutes less time. Now, I will say too as well, it took me about 3 hours to do all these dungeons, and that's not including fly time. Your fly time is a lot, okay? Because it's easy to get to every place because there's so many portals nowadays that you can get to places real quick, probably within a 5-minute mark if you really needed it to. But the fly time with that will probably make about 3 hours, 30 minutes. Now, total together is 25,536 gold auction house and 8,906. That's not good, okay? Honestly, if you think about it, auction house gold is not good, but raw gold it is, okay? Raw gold is some decent gold. If you want almost 10,000 gold in about 3 hours, it's fine. This is based off of one character, okay? Used to be, you can do old Cataclysm dungeons and get about 10,000 gold in one run. Now you can't, okay? With the nerf and everything, it doesn't work that way. Now, I will say too as well, this is not with multiple characters. This is not with, the fact is that Mr. Panda could have dropped from Throne of Thunder some pets that are worth 50 to 100k. That would have made Mr. Panda the winner because it just would have been amazing drops. Now, the thing is, that's what I wanted to tell you about at the end, is that Mr. Panda is better if you get the pet drops. If you get the pet drops, there's no way that a cat can beat it, okay? Especially from Siege of Orgrimmar, because you can actually do all the bosses up until, and like I said, the invasion, and you can get a pet to it. I think it's a droplet you can get. And Throne of Thunder, you can actually get mounts, pets. I mean, it's just amazing. And you can't get no pets from any of the cat dungeon raids, actually. And it's weird. I would think that there would be some kind of pet in cat raids, but there's not. But there's all mounts you can get that are cool if you don't have them. But if you have them, it's great. Like me, I have not got the last boss of Firelands. Haven't got that mount for over, I think it's about a year and 7 weeks. Yeah, that's how long it's been taking me to actually get Firelands done. But yeah, to be honest with you, the raw gold is decent. It's not bad. You might say, well, that's a lot of time. Well, think about it. If you do one of the spots I showed you in basically Legion, that gives you 500 gold an hour. That's only 1,500 gold in 3 hours. Now, if you do this way, you're getting 8,906. Just imagine if you did it on every tune once a day. Just once a day, every tune. Let's say you got 7 tunes. I mean, that's about 56,000 a week, which is not bad. You might say, again, I know people are going to say, well, I can go to the auction house and I can get that in an hour. No, you can't. You can. I mean, and basically, figuratively speaking, you can if you actually have the items to sell. But if they don't sell because someone's undercutting you over and over, there's people out there who will undercut you on a second by the second. You post something, the undercutting. You post it, undercutting. It's just that's the way it works in auction house. This is for people who don't want to use auction house. Now, the thing is that some of this stuff is auction house wise, okay? You can get some stuff that can sell, and those are going to sell. Like, for instance, the pets in Mr. Panda are worth a lot. I got a not Sandrake. Well, I was going to say Sandrake, but I got one of the sand pets from one of the mobs in Throne of Thunder, and those things go for about 8,000. It's actually living sand. There it is. Living sand is about 8,000 gold, and that sells for a little bit. Now, I will say, guys, if you're lucky and your RNG is way better than me, you're going to get these pets, and you're going to be able to sell them, and they're going to sell, okay? Because a lot of people can do this, obviously, but the drop rates are so hard that people don't want to, keep going over and over. Now, that said, guys, let me know in the comments below what you thought about this. I know this was an extended video. I know this was a long video, but the thing is, I wanted to clarify a Heroic 25 dungeons to basically Mr. Panda 5 dungeons. Comes close, okay? It really comes close. If you're faster than me on Mr. Panda, you could probably make more gold. If you can do the mechanics on some of the raids, you can probably get more stuff. Like, for instance, like Siege of Orgrimmar was the one problem I had. If you can do that faster than me, if you can get someone to help you, that's another thing. If you have someone to help you, you can make more gold. Now, I will say, too, as well, there's a point in Siege of Orgrimmar that you're going to have to stop if you don't have a partner, and that's the Panda Treasure Spoils of Panda Treasure, I think. And that one you can't do by yourself. I wish Blizz would actually make it a soloable quest, because that would be awesome for we can actually do it on a mythic. I would love to do a mythic. Now, I will say too as well, is this fun? Yes, it's fun. Is it something to do? And you're like, man, I want to do something else in Legion. I'm going to take a break from Legion. I mean, because I know Legion is amazing, but it gets to that grindy point with the World Quest. Now, that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I got so many videos coming out. And to be honest with you, tomorrow we're going to have that. Y'all did like the thing last Friday, which was just talking about lore and stuff like that. Got some more stuff they're going to talk about, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, if you like videos like this, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe, like, comment, and as always, stay stashy.
Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my video, so click it maybe.
Oh, you're still here? Don't be surprised if you find something you like. Click that link and maybe subscribe.